Hello, I'm Angelina and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how I make my peanut butter oatmeal cookies. They are fabulous. They don't last long once you put them out on the table, especially if you have children. They just love these cookies. And they're really good because they have no flour in them. So if you know anyone who has coeliac disease, then they could eat these cookies because there's no flour, so it won't affect them. We're going to start with our peanut butter. I use Kraft smooth peanut butter. It is 9 ounces that I use. When I do my recipes, a lot of times I like to work in weight rather than measurements. But this would be 9 ounces or about a cup. So if you have to measure out by cup measurements, then this would be about a cup. And what we're going to add to it is our brown sugar. And this is 3/4 of a cup or 5 ounces of brown sugar. If you are doing by cup, 3/4 of a cup is the pressed condensed brown sugar. So when you measure it out, you press it right down to fill the cup to 3/4 of the level. So let's give it a good mix, and we're going to add our last 2 ingredients, which are 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and I'm using pure vanilla. So 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla and 2 eggs. And then we're going to give it all a good mix till the egg and the peanut butter has completely homogenized itself together. This is such a simple recipe. Make sure that all your sugar has really mixed well and you don't have any lumps, because sometimes your brown sugar does go lumpy. This is why I like this nice wide spoon. I just press it down, and if there are any lumps, it breaks them open and lets them mix into the peanut butter. Okay, we have our peanut butter all ready, and what we're going to do now is we're going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I like to put it into my rolled oats so that when I put it into the mixture, it's all mixed up. We're going to add, so that was 2 cups of rolled oats, and we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of chocolate chips. Now, if you're really a chocolate lover, you can increase this amount of chocolate chips. It's up to you. You could use the mini chocolate chips. I'm just using regular size because that's what I have, but you could use the mini chocolate chips, which are really nice. I've used those before, and it makes the cookie a little less chocolatey all in one spot, right? Because the little chocolate chips, they they blend better. So we want the peanut butter to really adhere to the rolled oats. So give it a good mix and cream it. I sort of cream the peanut butter into the chocolate chips and rolled oats. Need a little bit of muscle, but they're so easy, and I find this is one of the simplest recipes for chocolate chip cookies, and they are so good. They are really good. Okay, so once we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to take and just clean up the bowl and press down the batter. Okay, and we're going to put this into the refrigerator to harden up, because the peanut butter, you've worked with it so it's gotten soft, and the eggs, and we want everything to become a little bit more solid. So when you bake them, they take time. As the heat gets into them, they take time to open up and break down so that you have a nice little lumpy cookie. So you could put these into the refrigerator for a couple of hours, or you can put them overnight and bake them the next day. Put your saran wrap on until it's like a little drum. That means that no air or other odors from your refrigerator are going to get in. I got my cookie dough out of the refrigerator. It's been sitting for about 4 hours or so, and it's nice and hard. And we are going to prepare the oven by preheating it to 350 degrees. I got out my little cookie dough scooper, and I'm going to show you, if you don't have a cookie dough scooper, how to do it with your spoons. Preparing the baking sheet, put a sheet of parchment paper, because there's not going to be any greasing or anything. We're going to put the cookie dough right onto the parchment paper. So if you don't have cookie scooper, you can do it this way. You just put it onto the cookie sheet like this, except there's one more step. Okay, if you don't have it, after, what I would do is I would put all of my cookies on the sheet, and then I would make sure my hands are clean. They are clean. And I would just grab the dough and make a little meatball like that. Do each one and put it on. But I found this cute little cookie scoop, and I use this all the time now. If you don't have one, invest in one. It's a good little tool. I'm going to use my cookie scoop because I really like it. And I know the cookies are always going to come out about the same size. So I finished putting all the dough onto the cookie sheet, and I'm going to put them in the oven. Now, these cookies can both be a soft cookie or a crunchy cookie, and it depends on the amount of time that you bake them. I myself like them to be a crunchy cookie. I like the crunchiness of the oats and the chocolate and all of the peanut butter flavor to be crunchy when I bite on it. But if you prefer a softer cookie, you just bake them for less. So for a soft cookie, you bake between 12 and 14 minutes. And for a crispier cookie, you bake between 18 to 22 minutes. But when you are baking to the crunchier cookie, you really have to keep an eye on the cookies, because sometimes they bake very quickly in that last minute and you could burn them. So keep an eye on them, and at 18 minutes you really should be watching them from that point on, and you can tell when they've reached the consistency that you like. So let's go put them in the oven. Our cookies are all baked and just right for me. They've got a little bit of a crispy bottom, but look at how good they look. I'm going to plate them. It's great using this parchment paper. You don't have to grease, you don't have very much cleanup, so always use your parchment paper, and it makes your life a lot easier. Wow, what a beautiful dish. Look at this. Is this beautiful? How can you go wrong? A nice glass of milk with a chocolate chip cookie. Wow. They're still warm, and so the chocolate chips are still gooey. I like them when they've completely cooled off, but boy, they're already great. Try this recipe. Let me know how you like it. And if you have any other suggestions of what you would like me to do for you on my videos, send me a note. Enjoy. Just an afterthought. Never throw out your parchment paper until it has actually almost dried. What you do is just take a clean cloth and wipe it down, taking off any crumbs that there are. What I'll do is I'll keep this sheet, and next time I bake cookies, whether they're the chocolate chip cookies or another type, I'll reuse this parchment paper. As you can see, look, completely clean. Just another little tip from Angelina's kitchen.